got a problem. We 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 got a problem. Yeah, that's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem.
What's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with you on another video today. Y'all first time finding our channel or anything like that, you guys definitely hit that subscribe button. Also like the video, yes, you know what I'm saying. I know y'all like Cobra. Whoa, what's going on with all this setup? Don't worry about it, man. I'm just visiting family for a couple days. But even though I'm out of town and back home, well, I'm still working. Yeah, as soon as I got here, my boat right back to work. I don't get no downtime. So today we ended up going to see the new Disney flick, Strange World. Now, the thing with this movie is that there's not a lot of promotion or marketing behind this flick. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, we're gonna talk about that today. Now, really quickly, I gotta get something off my chest. Now, it's been a while since I've went to a movie screening out here, but I forgot how bad they were, at least compared to where I go to see movies at. So when we got to the theater today, pretty much they took up my phone. They took up our phones, right? And I'm like, wow, I haven't had that happen to me in like over a year. Like, I've seen Black Panther, Black Adam, all these movies early, and they don't take your phones up. But soon as they come out here, they take my phone up. And then off of that fact, after the movie, they over here like, oh, sorry, we cannot find your phone. I was like, who the hell problem you think that is? Like, bro, they took up our phones. So then we had to wait like 10 minutes to grab our phones and find the phones. And then, look, the movie was supposed to start at 7 p.m. What time did the movie start?
7:30.
7 goddamn 30. What the hell? Y'all said 7 o'clock. I'm thinking 7 o'clock. I look at my watch. I'm like, it's 7:30. The movie still ain't started yet. I'm like, what is going on? So, long story short, I don't think come back out here for another screening, man. Y'all got that.
Also, people saying like Heather, like
yeah, bro, walking. Yeah. Cause we was at a movie theater where they were like, oh, we had to deliver your food. So, and they did not care about the people in the theater watching the movie. They just was like, Heather, Luke. They just did not care. We were sitting right there hearing everything. I'm like, I cannot focus on this movie. But with all that being said, none of that gets taken off for points for the movie because the movie had no fault with that. But was this movie good? We're gonna go ahead and talk about it, man. Now, what you were saying to the movie is that you were thinking this movie was like something else, and go ahead and talk about it.
It reminds me of Treasure Planet, and it reminds me of the Lost Atlantis movie. Mm-hmm. They were both 2D movies that Disney came out with quite a while ago. I don't remember exactly when. But, yeah, I really, really thought like they brought back the adventure childhood kind of feel to it. Like where it was just a simple adventure quest. Father and son,
yeah. It's like a father and son. Yeah. It's like a father and son adventure, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was just very nice. It was pretty simplistic. It wasn't as world building as those other two films, but there was still a lot of world building to like the whole place. Like I think there was a lot of interesting elements to the culture and the landscape. Yeah. No,
yeah, man. So pretty much what this movie is, and we will be talking about some spoilers just a little bit. Now I know I should have said it earlier, but yes, we're talking about spoilers. Okay, we're in some spoiler discussions, some things. But pretty much this is a flick about pretty much, it's like you said, father and son, and they're going off on an adventure. Now, what their adventure is that they have to, what was it? Like they have to try to, it's like pretty much saving the planet, pretty much.
Oh, they're saving their village in the very least.
Yeah.
Like, or their city, because the power source that was discovered, it was dying out somehow. Or
right, yeah.
Not being well. So they were trying to figure out what was wrong, and so they went on an adventure to go fix it, basically.
Yeah, and well, along the way, they ended up finding this guy. We go ahead and talk about it. Cool, we're gonna talk about all the characters anyway. But let's go ahead and talk about it now. One thing you were talking about was the animation in the film. And
yeah.
How did you feel about the animation?
It looks really good, mostly.
It did. I did to me.
I'm not a big fan of the character designs. Not that they're like
Me neither. Like,
necessarily
yeah,
terrible.
it was kind of like sometimes it was kind of messing with the emotion of the characters. Like sometimes, like what the characters' dialogues would say, like wouldn't match the emotions of the animation that they were doing. So that kind of bothered me. But go
just
ahead.
not particularly interested in how they design human characters and in this flick.
Where everybody got big ass
and a lot of
noses.
Pixar films or whatever. So I just don't like that particular design personally. I thought this movie would have been better as a 2D flick in every way possible.
Okay.
But that being said, the animation for all the environments and everything else like that, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous film.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
A lot of cool culture, a lot of cool nature, a lot of cool things about the design.
Yeah. No, like I gotta give it to him. When you talk about these character designs, there's something that really stood out to me in the movie, and it was the hair design. You know, especially like when it comes to like the black counterparts, your black actors. You have the son here, and you have the mother, and how her hair is kind of similar a little bit to mine, and even his hair is kind of similar to mine. And I don't know who did it, but I think the attention to detail with their hair was just phenomenal. I'm not too sure who did it, but I can tell like y'all know what y'all doing. Like I think it was a black person that did this. Honestly, I was like, man, this hair is it's too perfect, you know. So now kudos to whoever had anything to do with the hair part, man.
Oh yeah, the other thing on that note,
Go ahead.
is the representation is really good in this.
It
film.
is, yeah. Go ahead.
It is not your typical Disney where it's like, oh, we got a gay character. Here's one little minor like hints at that.
Yeah.
No, they're very. It is what it is. They're showing you.
Yeah, like it happens.
Not all
like,
the way, obviously. It's a
no,
little
hell,
bit-
it's still a goddamn
But you know,
PG flick.
well,
They ain't gonna
not
do
even
that.
Just like they're not really like kissing or anything, but they're showing you that like this exists, this happens, blah blah blah, and there's a lot of characters that are cool fit and all that, and everything's done properly. It doesn't really feel like it just feels like the character. Yeah. It just feels natural to the whole story.
I think the kid's name is Ethan too. So we'll talk about each one of the characters really quickly. So yeah, like my co-host said, there is a character in the flick or in the movie, and he's gay. Now, like I said, they hint at it. They ain't really gonna full blown show you him kissing another guy. But it was crazy because like so
they don't even hint. They tell you.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's like early on in the film. He was Ethan's talking to this other kid, and you can tell like, oh, even the father's like, oh, I see why you like him. You know what I'm saying? So it already hints at that.
Yeah.
And then later on the flick, they like hug or something, right? And then while they were hugging, I remember some dude behind me was like, ill. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, they just hugging like, holy crap, like y'all need to get it together. It's 2022, y'all. But hey, I guess you can say this is Disney taking a little bit of a risk doing this.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I'll say it's much improved from like what else they would do.
Yeah.
So I gotta give it props in that regard. It's still, I'm not really asking for much more. I think much more would have been if they were willing to do what they did here. I think a little bit more would have worked. But hey, whatever. Like you did what you did here, and it mostly works. It's fine. It's good representation too. It doesn't really detract from anything. There's no there's no daddy issues or anything like that with that regard. Yeah. There's daddy issues, but not in that way.
Yeah. Shit, we're going to talk about his ass. We're going to talk about his ass in a little bit. Cause I got some things to say about his ass. But I do want to talk about some of the characters here. That we do have Gabrielle Union that's here. She plays the wife. And then you have... And I was like... It was crazy. I was sitting next to you. And I was like, man, that sounds like what you call him. And it ended up being him. That we do have our main character,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. I was like, man, that sounded like Jake Gyllenhaal so bad, and it actually wasn't him.
Yeah.
So I thought Jake Gyllenhaal, look, his character and what he was doing didn't require him to do too much. So I thought he was fine in the movie. There wasn't a particular part where Jake Gyllenhaal like blew me away with his voice acting. I thought it was
serviceable.
Fine. Yeah, serviceable is a good word.
Way. There's nothing outright bad, but there's nothing outright
Amazing,
about
yeah.
his performance either. But that could be said for most of the
That's
cast
mostly
here.
there's no like memorable characters here. That's like, oh my god, I'm gonna remember you. Like there's none of that here. All these characters are like fine. They're all right. They work for this.
Yeah,
you know?
there's nothing outright. There's nothing outright terrible.
No. There's no like there's. Whoa, hold on. I said that a little too early. There is a couple characters that annoyed me, bro. There's this one particular character. Now I don't know who he's voiced by. I don't even know his name. I don't care. I'm not looking up his name at all because I didn't like him. This is not the actor's fault. This is how they wrote the character. You remember that dude with the goddamn glasses?
A babysitter, yeah. Or,
Yeah.
You know, not babysitter.
Yeah, like he's supposed to watch over everybody, and like he kept reminding me of like Minions, like how like somebody would give them a simple task to do, and they would just mess up the whole entire task.
Yeah,
that's how he kind of reminded me, and it just annoyed me. Like his character really is annoying, bro. Like everything he would do, like at first it's all cool. It's like, oh, you're playing for the jokes. But then after a while, it just keeps on going, and the two gets no type of development. And I was just like, yeah, I'm over this guy. I don't know how you felt about him.
Yeah, I tolerated him a tiny bit more than you, but
I hated him.
He was pretty annoying overall, and I didn't really care for him. Yeah,
I hated him, y'all. Y'all don't have to write y'all characters that annoying, okay?
Yeah,
but
it was less that I hated him, and more that I felt indifferent to him.
Shit, you different than me, man. You got it.
I just felt nothing. I was
you
like,
a lot nicer than me, man. I want to say F this character so bad. Oh, I know y'all see the thing trying to focus us. But yeah, I just was not a big fan of his character, man. Not at all. Now, there's another character in here. I should have wrote these dang names down before I did the review. But he plays the father in the film. Then he ends up becoming the grandfather in the film.
Yeah.
You know his name? Or do I need to look it up?
I'm just going to call him Deadbeat.
Yeah, goddamn, hell yeah, goddamn deadbeat. Shoot, I don't know why the movie just don't like fell out like say that.
He didn't even teach his son to catch.
Bro, didn't teach his son nothing.
He taught his son to explore, but not to catch.
Man, let me tell y'all something. So we don't skip from being behind me, but we meet this character early on, and he's pretty much like a mountain climber, right? And that's what he's known for is climbing mountains, and he's got even a statue of that. You know what I'm saying? So he's a pretty big thing. But early on in the film, like him and his son do something, and then like his son's like, no, we should just head back or something, and he's just like, F that. And like this dude dips for 25 years, bro. If it wasn't for his family just supposedly running back into this dude, they would have never seen this dude ever again. Like, yo, this dude, he didn't even try to go back looking for him. He pretty much just like F these kids and just left. Bro, I'm dead ass. Like he was like, bro, F these kids. Like
it was funny because at the beginning he was like, well, I'm exploring to find something that will help.
Man, he searched for 25 years.
And then
fuck out of here.
And he's like, I think we found it here. And he's like, no, you didn't. You're coming with me. And it's like, no, we're not. Like, I think we found it. I don't think we need to go anymore. And he's just like, all right, I'm dipping.
Bro,
like, I'm dipping.
Bro, it's so crazy because like the time jump is ridiculous. Like for real. Like you think like usually time jumps are maybe like 5-10 years. No, this full blown said 25 years. We get to meeting Jake Gyllenhaal. Got a wife, got a kid that's like 15 or something like that. I'm like, god damn.
This man has the audacity to be mad that his wife moved on.
right. Oh, at the end of the movie, he shows up with some flowers. He's like, who the hell are you? Like, dude, you freaking left for 25 years. Yes, she's gonna move on. There was another character. There's a couple of other characters, man, but I don't think we ain't really gotta talk about them. And there's one more character I do want to talk about, and I don't know how you felt about this damn character, but I wasn't a goddamn fan. I forgot what the damn thing's name was. Splat. Okay, so they have this. You meet this guy, Splat, or this little thing, Splat, and look, I don't know why the audience was applauding. This is not no likable character, really. If you really think about it, he's not a likable character, y'all. This is a spoiler, but when you first meet this dude, he's trying to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to kill Ethan. So I'm like, why y'all plotting this character? Oh, his character got jokes with it. What? This ain't a likable character. He tried to kill one of our main characters. F this thing.
I like the dog.
Oh, the dog with 3 legs?
Yeah.
We can talk about him in a little bit. But
dog.
I'm sorry. We're not talking about you, dog. But, nah, man. Hell no, I wasn't a fan of this thing. Like I said, I know it's got a comedic tone with it, and it can be a little funny. But nah, fam.
Splat was an op, dude. He was an op.
Bro. It was crazy. It was crazy because like as soon as he gets saved once, as soon as Ethan saves him once, he's like, oh, maybe you're not such a bad guy. Like, dude, you just tried to kill him 20 seconds ago. Like, screw you, Splat. I don't care. Like anybody that's like, oh, Splat was amazing. Nah, he's a villain. He's an op. There you go. In my book, goddammit. So really quickly, last character we talking about was that damn dog. You like the dog or not?
I don't remember the dog's name.
Shoot, me neither. I don't think that dog even had a name, if I'm being honest. But I just know like his big thing was like he's like a regular dog in real life. Like he always tries to lick you. But the big thing with this dog is he only has 3 legs. So that was, and I don't know why. Cause
representation.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why.
Honestly, it was cute. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. Yeah, it was like it reminded me of my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see my dog, I'm like, oh yeah, it's same thing. Every time, just always excited to see you. You're always excited to do something. So yeah, you can't hate the dog, man. The dog will remind you of your dog unless your dog don't do nothing. But yeah, I like the dog, man. Personally, I liked most of the characters. It's just to me like they're not too memorable, and they're kind of flat. You know, that's just me.
Serviceable is the right word.
I think that's a better word, serviceable. But what's another thing you liked about the film?
It didn't outstay its welcome.
Oh no, I forgot to talk about that. So the movie is about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. If
you add the credits, so probably about an hour and 35, you'd be up out of there.
It didn't feel the need to overstay its welcome.
No, because the thing about me, like I'm a movie critic. I see a bunch of these movies, and these movies are getting to the point where they are too long. You see a plot, and the plot you're thinking should be probably about an hour and 40 minutes, and they make their movie 2 hours and 30 minutes for no reason. This one, no, it knew when to get out, man. And I really, really had to respect that from the filmmakers because I'm sick and tired of watching these long movies. I just got done watching Black Panther, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now I got to go see Avatar, 310 minutes. Like, bro, I'm not looking forward to that. But yes,
off topic, but Black Panther should have been like 2 hours max.
Yeah, I just
you just should have been.
Yeah, that's why I was so glad. I looked at runtime before the movie started. And I was like, woo, hour and 40, man. I ain't too mad at this. And yeah, look, the movie, like I said, the movie knows when to get out. As soon as it feels like its plot is done, it is out of there. You know what I'm saying? So big kudos to them. Now I do have my notes, but I don't know where my notes went, so I'm kind of going freestyle. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I just found it interesting that I've seen this before I've seen something that's so much more popular, Encanto. I've never seen Encanto. I've never heard the Bruno song, apparently. Everyone loves. I've literally never heard a single word. So I just thought that was kind of funny in my head. Like, oh, yeah, I literally skipped that movie and its entire, like, whole thing. Yeah. But this movie, that seems like there's no marketing or anything like that. I've just seen this before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like the marketing, even for stuff like Encanto, was getting worse for these movies, which is kind of sad because I know Disney for their animation more than anything.
Yeah.
And it feels like, it could be just me, but it feels like they care less and less about their animation department. Pixar, their own. It feels, I'm getting the vibe that, oh, we got Marvel, we got Star Wars, we got all these properties at Fox, and it seems like their animation, their bread and butter, is getting slept on.
Right, yeah, Toy Story, all that, Lion King, yeah,
sorta.
But everything's going into live action nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the vibe I'm getting, and it's kind of disappointing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, one thing I do want to talk about, I thought the voice acting was really good in this one. I think we touched on it a little bit earlier, but we didn't really go too deep into it. But yeah, I did enjoy the voice acting here. One thing I do want to talk about was the animation. Yeah, you were saying like you didn't like some of the character designs a little bit, cause like, or what were you saying?
Well, I didn't like the character designs in general.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah,
the human characters, not the animals were cool.
yeah.
all
But
that
so pretty much they all have like big noses and things in that nature.
It's just not personal taste, yeah.
Yeah, I just, and the thing what's crazy about it is like whenever some of the characters have emotion with them, you don't really see it with the characters' faces sometimes. Sometimes it's like, wow, you can see Jake Gyllenhaal was, like, there's one of his lines where he's talking to his father and he's like, man, you never were there for me. And it's like, sometimes the emotion on the character is not there. So, or it's not all the way where it should be, I'll say. So, yeah, man.
It kind of felt like they were running through the
shit.
running through the tropes, where it was like, all right, it's this trope now. Mm-hmm. This is the emotion. All right, we're moving on. This trope, then this trope. You know, it didn't. It's not that it didn't feel sincere. It's just that it didn't feel like it breathed more than it should have.
Right. Yeah.
I remember one instance where like the main father and Ethan, like the main character is like recognizing that like, oh, it's going through a pattern or whatever, and then like they're having like this like emotional moment, and then it's just like, oh, it stops because there's like the giant eye or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll say that was cool at the end of the movie where you're realizing like, oh, they're actually on a huge ass turtle.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that's dope. I kind of like that.
I like the theme of him getting rid of his legacy for his son, what his dad didn't do.
Yeah, his dad goddamn deadbeat.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I really appreciate it. Now, we'll go into our ratings of the film. See, look, this movie isn't really targeted to people in my age range. I don't think in our age range it's really targeted to.
Still appreciated.
Generally
no.
Yeah, but I'll just say this: I did have some fun with this one, man. I wasn't going into this one feeling like, oh my god, I'm wasting my hour and 40. I could be doing something else. No, I generally actually liked this movie. I've seen some other reviews of people who were like they didn't like it as much. I mean, and it's cool because everybody's different. Everybody tastes a lot different. Me personally, yeah, I actually enjoyed this flick. I would definitely say if you're a parent, take your kid to go see this one. You couldn't wait for this to probably hit Disney Plus because this will hit Disney Plus eventually. You can probably wait on that, or you could go take it to the theater. But this movie, like I said, a lot of fun here. There's some comedy in there also. Something your kid will have a lot of fun with. Like if you're my age, I think you'll find some things to play around and have fun with this movie. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm giving this movie 8 out of 10. I wasn't too mad at it. You go ahead.
My subjective rating of it, how I felt about the movie, my general experience, 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Objectively, I feel like it's more of a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Substandard, not substandard. It's pretty standard. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about, but nothing terrible.
No. So yeah, that was our review. Now, if you have seen the movie, put it down below. Put your guys' thoughts on it down below. Man, like I said, this movie ain't got no type of promotion with it at all. So I guess we are the promotion. The reviewers are the promotion. But hey, man, if it's your first time finding our channel, hit the subscribe button. Also, the video. Tell us your guys' thoughts, complaint, criticism, stuff like that down below. And hey, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.